This is a devastating security breach.
That was leaked out of the Pentagon?
The most highly classified documents of the war.
The Times has 7,000 pages detailing how the White House has been lying about the Vietnam War for 30 years.
Steven Spielberg's latest masterpiece, The Post, tells the story of the journalists who published the Pentagon Papers in the early 70s. This proved to be a historic event, which brought huge government scandals to the public eye. The film has an impressive pedigree, to say the least. Aside from director Steven Spielberg, we find Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep playing the lead roles. Together, they could probably set up a small army of Oscar statues, but they do stay humble and even still get impressed with one another.
I cannot imagine anybody else playing Katharine Graham. The way Meryl Streep acquitted the nature of her character and plumbed the depths of her life in under 2 hours. I don't know how Meryl did it, and I'm the director.
I was completely unprepared for how free he is as a filmmaker. It's improvisatory, his filmmaking, which shocked me. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I thought he would, have his sort of way that he liked to do things. But, I mean, we came in there, no rehearsal. That really shocked me. You just go in and start shooting. And then he'll just mix everything up. He says, no, this is, I'm going to do something different here. We're just going to toss this up and start in a different place. And it was just so spontaneous.
The New York Times was barred from publishing any more classified documents dealing with the Vietnam War.
If you publish, we'll be at the Supreme Court next week.
Meaning?
Well, we could all go to prison.
Tom is everyone knows, he's got the reputation for being the nicest guy in Hollywood. He really drives the scenes that he's in. And he also, that sort of crackling wit and the demanding part of that personality that wants more from everybody. It's very sexy.
The film deals with a lot of social issues. Not only does it talk about the freedom of press and the freedom of speech, there's also plenty of sexism going on towards Meryl's character, Kay Graham.
Kay, people are concerned about having a woman in charge of the paper, that she doesn't have the resolve to make the tough choices.
Thank you, Arthur, for your frankness. Women were still a little bit invisible at that point in time, and the focus of history came to rest on this particular woman's shoulders. It's hard to really imagine how different that time was unless you lived through it, and I did. So I was on the cusp of the rising opportunities for women, and I certainly benefited from many of them. But she was in the vanguard of all of that.
The production of The Post happened at lightning speed, taking only 9 months to make from beginning to end. That brings it in just in time for the upcoming Oscars. So if you want to stay posted, make sure you check out The Post.
You can't hold them accountable if we don't have a newspaper.
Nixon will muster the full power of the presidency, and if there's a way to destroy you, by God, he'll find it.
I'm asking your advice, Bob, not your permission.
She can't do this. The legacy of the company is at stake.
What will happen if we don't publish? We will lose. The country will lose.